welcome to Pantry Picks. This is your boy Hot Rod. So what we're gonna do is something a little different today. We've been trying to figure out what we can do to get you guys more involved. So I'm going to do what we call Pantry Picks. We're gonna grab some of the most common things that you will find in your refrigerator, in your cabinet, in your pantry, in your freezer, wherever. And we're gonna use whatever items we have to make some dinner. So let's get started. All right, let's look in here and see what we got. Kind of dark in here, but hey, you know what I mean?
It is a pantry, sir.
It is a pantry, but some pantries got good light.
Well, we currently aren't in one of those establishments. I think people will understand. Most people.
What we got here, we're gonna take one potato. We need a little bit of flour. It's a big thing of flour. I know I said a little thing of flour, but we got the industrial size flour. We'll put that there. We need a little bit of olive oil. Put that there. Boom, boom, it's kind of thin.
It's not thin. You need to stop.
Got some oxtails. Maybe we should do oxtails, but everybody ain't got oxtails.
We're not having oxtails today.
What we'll do is we're gonna take this chicken that we were cooking. I was gonna make maybe some chicken noodle soup, but we're gonna flip it. We're gonna take this chicken. We're gonna take some vegetables. So we got onion. We got some carrots. We're gonna take. It's an open bag of carrots.
Get your little carrot.
We got red bell pepper.
Like real people.
And we're gonna dice all this up, and we're gonna make a chicken pot pie because I seen something else in there I could use. Some crescent rolls, some flaky butter crescent rolls. So we're gonna take all these items. I'll look in the freezer and see if we got any peas or anything in there that we can use, and we'll create. Cause we want to do what you could do at your home, in our home. We're gonna dice this up to where it's kind of smaller than bite size, maybe. I don't know. You call it what you wanna. Plus, we don't want them to take all day to cook, so we don't want to cut up big chunks. We want to cut it small enough so it does cook. But still a good size to hold its integrity while it's cooking. So we're gonna do that right there. And I'm just gonna actually put these items all in the same bowl because I'm gonna kind of saute it together. So that's what we're about today. Joy, tell me, what's your favorite thing about pot pies? How many pot pies have you eaten in your life?
A lot.
What's a lot?
Banquet.
Banquet?
Cause she cheap.
Who make the best banquet? You got Marie calendars.
Marie's are good. She just got a calendar full of calories. 674.
The sodium intake is kind of high on most of them, so
yeah, for the preservatives.
I guess that's the one thing. So.
Who was that? Tippins used to have a good pot pie.
Oh, Tippins! I forgot about Tippins.
And I think KFC has a good pot pie.
People like KFC's pot pies.
They used to run out. I wonder if they still do. I haven't spent my earned money on those lately.
But we want these relative to the same size as the potatoes. That way everything kind of cooks at the same pace. Everything is about the same tenderness. Everything's, just kind of equal. Because you don't want hard chunks in here. You want everything to be equal in size. The only thing I'm gonna cut a little smaller is the onions because people don't want a lot of big chunky onions. So we'll do that.
Well, since we don't have peas, I guess we can't have broccoli either because that cooked too fast.
You could put broccoli in there. If you want, we can put broccoli in there. This is ours.
I think we have broccoli.
We can do what we want to do.
Something green. Yeah, so there's no green in there.
I'll grab some broccoli. Just hold on a second. So.
No, what do you like about pot pies?
I ate a few pot pies in my life, not a ton.
What do you like about them?
Usually if you can get one with a good crust on it, that's the best thing about it. A pot pie.
That's true.
Good crust. It's probably the best thing. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take some of this here butter. Decent chunk of butter. We're gonna get that in there. We're gonna get that to start melting. That might be enough.
What is a decent chunk of butter? That doesn't make sense to the
Probably.
I mean, it does, but for those that want measurements, what's a decent? How much is that? Tablespoon? 2 tablespoons?
Look, I never asked my mama when she made it, so. But anyway, this is probably close to 2 tablespoons of butter there.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is take our mixture here. Boom, 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 boom. And we're gonna start sauteing that. Medium to high heat. We got a little black pepper, garlic powder. Let me see, some sea salt. And then I'm gonna use some Italian seasoning to mix in there. And we'll throw some of this in there. Give it some flavor. And do a little bit like that.
How much? Teaspoon?
We're not measuring really, but
A teaspoon?
Joy said it's a teaspoon.
Eighth of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. How much was that?
That was probably
2 sprinkles. Is
that
equivalent.
was probably a little bit more than a teaspoon. We're gonna use about a teaspoon of salt. Why you do that? You gotta flavor this.
Okay. Shake it.
The Bible talks about salt. What does the Bible say about salt?
Gotta be seasoned.
Gotta be see what else? Salt was a form of currency in the Bible also.
It almost says too much salt.
Garlic.
They said don't be salty.
No, that ain't what the Bible say. Not like that. That's my version that you read. I'm talking about maybe the King James or somebody, but not my own version.
Okay,
So
we'll let you get wisdom later.
yeah, we'll get wisdom later. So we're gonna saute this down a little bit, get those cooking. But you know, salt was used to cure things in the Bible. So salt was used to cure meat. Salt was used to cure fish. Salt was used to, you know, sustain items so that they can be used later also. So salt is good. People, you know, you ain't supposed to have a bunch of salt in your diet, but salt is good in the right increments, and they talk about it in the Bible. Like I said, it was also a form of currency. So people would use it as a trading option sometimes. So don't worry, your doctor say something about your salt intake. Say God got me.
See, we're gonna have to put a disclaimer up there.
No, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. So we're gonna let this go a little bit longer. I'm gonna take a minute and unwrap this crescent rolls and get that set up, and we'll be right back with you.
Okay, where you at? You put the chicken.
So, we got the chicken in now. As you can see, this is thickened up really nicely. I threw some broccoli in there for the wife. She needs to have something green in her life. It looks really good. It's nice and thick, like I said, and it may thicken up a little bit more as we bake it in the oven. Currently, I have part of the crust in the oven browning before we add this liquid to it. So we want to brown that probably 30-40% to what we really want totally for the bottom crust. We'll pour this in, then we'll put a crust on top, and then we will bake it, and it will be magnificent.
Ooh, yummy looking. Yum.
Now that looks good.
So about how long was that in the oven?
That was in there for about 25 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, just enough to get that crust goldeny brown and done. Because everything else got sauteed. Yum. Pot pie from Pantry Picks. 5 to 6 ingredients. Just from your tummy.
And like I said, let me know if you have any ideas. You can go to your pantry, write down a couple items in there, and I'll try to throw together a meal for you.
Yep.